and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Amelia, and today we're going into the second video of my new series, Newbie's Guide to Fandoms. As you can see, I got a new bookcase, which is really exciting because now I can put all my books on my bookcase instead of piled up on my desk. So yay! The second video will be the definitions, basics, basically what shipping is. So let's get started. Shipping is initially derived, sorry, I have my notebook down here, so if I'm not like looking at the camera the whole time, it's because I have like all like my list of like notes so I don't forget anything. So shipping is initially derived from the word relationship, which is the desire by fans for two or more people, either real or fictional, to be in a relationship, romantic or otherwise. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4. I was really not very prepared for this, as you can see. 5, 6, 7, 8. There are eight types of ships. So I will give the definitions for all 8 of those, as well as some examples, and that will be what this whole video is about. So I really hope you enjoy so far. Let's do this. So the first ship is het, which is a pairing where one male and one female, it's like one male and one female. I didn't say that really well. The word het is derived from the word heterosexual. Sometimes it's also referred to as male/female. Some examples are Captain Swan from Once Upon a Time, so it's Captain Hook and Emma Swan. Percabeth from Percy Jackson, which is Percy and Annabeth. Clace from TMI, which is Clary and Jace. And then Kath and Levi from Fangirl. I don't know their ship names, so. Next up we have slash, which is the relationship between two males. Also referred to as male/male. Slash used to describe two females actually, but then they changed it and they found a better word for two females, which we will be getting into in a quick second. So some examples for it would be Destiel from Supernatural, which is Dean and Castiel. Malik from TMI, which is Magnus and Alec. So what else do I have? Spearfield from the Simonverse, which is Simon and Bram. They're so cute together. I just love it so much. And then we have Snowbass from Carry On, which is Simon and Baz. Next up we have Femme slash, which is the female version of slash. It's derived from female slash, that's what it's short for. So it refers to two female characters in a relationship. Also, there are many names for this. It's also female/female, girl/femme/, lady/ or sapphic. One, I think that's really interesting that this is one of the few of the 8 ships that have more than one other name. So that was really cool. Some examples are Claire and Tessa from Ship It, which if you haven't read it, it's really good. I really recommend it. Izzy and Claire from TMI, which isn't a canon ship. Most of these are canon. Both Destiel and Izzy and Clary are just ships that aren't canon, but people wish were canon. So that's just a note. Most of the ones that I have for examples are canon, but I couldn't think of 4 femme/ships, which is really sad, and I think we need more femme/ in literature and entertainment and media. So if you are a writer, creator, or anything, femme/ get on that. Other ones I have are Will and Harriet from Amelia Westlake Was Never Here, and Leah and Abby from Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Well, Leah on the Offbeat, more like. Next up is poly. It's also called threesome, foursome, or OT3, and this is the other one that has more than one other name along with femme/. So poly is short for polyamorous, which is a relationship in which 3 or more people are romantically involved, basically. And while the term is romantic in nature, the threesome/foursome, etc. also denotes the Three Musketeers type of relationship, which is like Harry, Ron, and Hermione. It's like the trios that you have you see in like books and stuff, like Alec, Jason, Izzy, like those that would be. But it's often poly ship is used to describe relationships though with a deeper and long-lasting relationship. So polyamorous is mostly romantic pairings. Some examples are Christine, Mark, and Kieran from The Dark Artifices, and a platonic one is Harry, Ron, and Hermione, or Alec, Jason, Izzy. Why do I keep forgetting her name? I feel really bad because she's one of my favorite characters. Next up is family, and family is a pairing of characters who are related through adoption and marriages. Those do count too. This type of ship is not romantic, unlike the rest of them. It is purely like family bonds. A large group of friends who are like similar to a family also fall into this category, so it's like family also counts for this. So I found a couple of examples, which is the crows from Six of Crows, all 6 of them, 7 if you count Kiwi, I don't know. Also don't know how to pronounce his name. Can we get a pronunciation guide over here, please? Because I keep saying Kiwi and I don't feel like that's correct. The Raven Boys from the Raven Cycle, which is the 4 of them plus Blue plus Henry. So I guess actually the 6 of them, minus Noah, so 5. I'm really doing really well today. And then Elsana from Frozen, which is Elsa and Anna, and they're like sisters. So also don't ship incest, please, guys. That's gross. Next up, we have, that was just completely unrelated to anything else. I felt like I needed to touch on that really quickly. Incest is nasty. Don't go there. Next up is non-binary. I have so many notes on this one. Like, so here is where it ended, and then I have like this whole segment on my notebook is full of non-binary notes. So let's get started with non-binary. Non-binary is used to describe relationships including one or more non-binary individuals whose true gender is unknown, or the characters in a fictional gender or sex. I didn't really understand that note. I got all of these from the fandom shipping wiki. I feel like most of them are accurate, but I don't really understand what that note meant, so I'm just putting it in there just as like a side note. I keep saying note. I feel like I need a better word. I can't think of a better word, so we're going to keep using note. Though non-binary individuals are shipped, it is rare to see the pairings being described as non-binary. Although side note, from non-binary, characters who are transgender can fit into femme slasher slash ships. So that's that. In gender, non-binary is an umbrella term to describe any person whose gender isn't male or female. Common non-binary identities include agender, bigender, gender fluid. I meant to look this one up, but I didn't, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Androgyne. I'm going to put it right here, and then I will write what the word is, so then if you don't actually understand what I was saying, then you can go look it up yourself, because I don't think I said that right at all. And then the last one is neutroid, or neutros. I'm going to put it right here, so they're right next to each other. Those are the 2 that I really didn't know how to pronounce, and I meant to look up, but then I forgot. So, yay me. Where was I on my long list? It is also common in fan fiction for writers to change the gender of the characters in like an AU, or like alternate universe is what that stands for. This is called gender swapping. It's really fun to do if you just want to like take a bunch of characters from a TV show or a book or whatever and just kind of like swap the genders, and then like it's super fun to like sketch or draw or like write stories from stuff. Yeah. Examples are Sinbrock from Venom, which is Venom and Eddie. And then I'm not in the Steven Universe fandom, I just needed another example, which is Pearl Amethyst, which is Pearl and Amethyst from Steven Universe. I don't watch Steven Universe, so I don't know if this is accurate, but that's another one that I have. We have 2 left. 2. Friend, which is, I wrote the actual correct copy definition from Fandom, and I just felt like I needed to read it because it is so weird. Okay, so we have the beautiful, timeless, and tireless loyalty and love that is friendship. I just thought that was such a beautiful description when all the other ones have like a paragraph about it, and friendship just has like this one sentence that's so like flowy and like dramatic. It's also known as bro TP, in case you don't really understand what that friendship means. Friendship. I'm so funny. So it is also called bro TV. Some examples are Clary and Alec from the Mortal Instruments, Ronan and Blue from the Raven Cycle, Dean and Charlie from Supernatural, and the Marauders from Harry Potter. The last one is probably the weirdest one, so just gonna let you all know that right now. It's called Cargo Ship, and in many fandoms, some fans jokingly ship a character with an inanimate object. Oftentimes it's food, and they are viewed as crack ships by most fans, but the word cargo ship was coined to better describe it, because crack ships can also be like people. they didn't really give me a good definition of crack ship, so I'll just go into that when I finish this definition. So a character with an intense love for an inanimate object, like I said, commonly it's food, tends to cause fans to humorously joke about the love between them. So it's just like a joke. It's not like people actually ship Draco with an apple, but you know, it's just a thing that's on there. That was the only example that I wrote down, was Draco Malfoy and a green apple, also known as Drapple. And I feel like, what other, like, do you need more examples? I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. I can't think of any other examples. This is the only, like, cargo ship that I've seen ever. And I might not be in enough fandoms, but I don't feel like that's it, because I'm in a lot of fandoms. Wow, that was a British accent. Sorry about that. Lastly is crack ship, which I didn't actually write down any notes for, so we're just gonna wing it. Crack ship is, I think this is my definition for it, because I really also don't really know the exact definition of a crack ship. A crack ship is like a ship that's like so like humorous and like funny, and like not like funny, but like, I guess crazy. A ship so crazy that it like could work. And also just a ship that like most fans don't take seriously, but they're still shipping, like Draco and a green apple. So yeah, I can't think of any other examples for a crack ship, I guess. Yeah, I guess crack ship is often for like inanimate objects, but I think I've seen a few people, like fictional character crack ships. Most times people write crack fics, which is just so weird. So that happens. That's really all I know about crack ships. I don't really go into that part of the fandom. There's one more thing that I meant to talk about, which is what OTP means, because I feel like I've probably used that word. I bet I've used that word a couple of times. So OTP stands for one true pairing, and that basically means it's like that one ship that you just ship more than all the other ships. Most people can't pick an OTP. They have enough ships in their repertoire of ships. That's like the 7th time I've used that word. They have enough pairings that they can't pick one, and they just have one. Most people have an OTP for like a fandom, and that's probably more common than overall one true pairing. So my OTP for Supernatural would be Destiel, and then my other OTP for like the Mortal Instruments would probably be either Kit and Ty from the Dark Artifices, or I really love Sizzy. I always forget how much I love Sizzy, but I really love Sizzy, and Sizzy is Simon and Izzy. So those are probably my 2 OTPs for the Mortal Instruments. Let's see, let's look at all my other books and just kind of like point out. So I have Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and that one obviously is Simon and Bram. And then I also have Leah and Abby, but I feel like that's different because it's like a different book. I don't know if that counts, but I feel like it counts. And then Leah and Abby. I have a lot of ships, by the way, just as like a note for this video, is I have a lot of ships. Just so many. It's like overwhelming. So yeah, that's what OTP is. So that was everything I had on shipping. In the comments down below, put your OTP, or at least one of them. Put one of your favorite ships, because I feel like that's always easier, is like one of them rather than like the top one. The top one's always really hard to find. It's like some guy comes up, not some guy, that was your, one of your friends comes up and they're like, what's your favorite book? And you're like, I can't think of a single book right now. So yeah, put your favorite, one of your favorite ships in the comments way down there. Hit subscribe. Comment if you have any questions about shipping, about fandoms, like what they are. I made a video, if you want to click the I right here, I made a video on what fandoms are in case you missed it. So that's going to be good. I think that's everything I have to say. What's one of your favorite ships? Go check out my other videos, hit subscribe. I'm Amelia. I make videos every Monday. Have a great day.